Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Flourish Right Now podcast. I'm Whitney, and today is day 6 of the Decluttering Challenge. Y'all, the time has just been going by so fast, and I can honestly say I have been enjoying this so much, way more than I thought I would. I guess as well because I'm making it as easy as possible for myself. I'm not sticking to, I'm literally just going by how I feel. If I want to work in a certain area, I'll work in a certain area. But I'm just kind of flowing and moving about around the house. Like, if I go upstairs and I find something that I like, or if I'm downstairs, or if I'm in the kitchen, or in a closet, and I find something that I feel like I can get rid of, I just grab it. I don't try to be like, hey, today we're only going to work in this closet. This stuff has to get out now. I'm literally just making it very easy for myself by just looking around, touching and going, and just grabbing what feels easiest at the time for me to part with. So, if you're also joining in on this decluttering challenge, I would say maybe follow that same type of flow. Don't try to force yourself to clean out a closet or clean out a certain area of your home. Just kind of grab and go and just see how you feel and go from there. That has been easiest for me, and also that's also what has made it very enjoyable. Okay, so on to the good stuff. Today I got rid of 24 items, and I'm so happy. Most of the items actually came from the pantry. Um, and that's pretty interesting in itself because when I started looking around today, I started in the closet, and then I don't know how I ended up in the pantry, but I opened it up and I looked at the pantry door, and I was just like, okay, this looks really rough. And so I just started looking, and next thing I know, I had on a podcast and I'm pulling stuff out and I'm straightening stuff up and moving stuff about. And I'm just like, oh, I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. I don't really need this. So I was really happy about that. Now, so item number 1 is actually an orange burger tote bag that I got a few years ago. Um, Essentially, when you go to Whataburger, if you order like a huge order, they'll put it in this reusable tote bag. And so that's what that is. And I've kept it all these years thinking I would use it because I do use reusable bags to go shopping with sometimes. However, this bag had just been sitting in the closet this entire time collecting dust. So I'm happy that I'm finally getting rid of this. Item number 2 is another tote bag that I use to also go grocery shopping, that I use to go grocery shopping with, but the material had just been stretched out, and so I stopped using it. I'm sorry. So the material had been stretched out over time, and I just stopped using it, and it just felt wonky. And I have other bags anyways, so that was a no-brainer to get rid of that one. Item number 3 is actually craft paper or brown paper. It's that same type of paper that brown brown paper bags are made out of. And it had just been sitting in the pantry all this time, probably for about 2 years as well. And this paper actually came with some cookware, some bakeware that I ordered. I ordered some cast iron bakeware a few years ago, and within the box itself, the bakeware was wrapped in this craft paper, this brown paper, and I just have been holding on to it, even though The bakeware is no longer wrapped. I mean, it's not even sitting on this stuff, wrapped on this stuff or anything. So yeah, it was just in the pantry. Item number 4 is actually a game controller with built-in games. Item number 5 is some fonio flour that I had, and it ended up expiring. Item number 6 is a box of knives, plastic knives that came with it was a cutlery set of plastic knives, forks, and spoons. And we ended up using all the spoons and forks, but the knives we just never used them. Item number 7 is a pair of women's like weightlifting gloves. I wear these like maybe a handful of times, and I think these are probably like 4 years old. Item number 8 is actually all it is a little pamphlet, the Lodge cast iron bakeware pamphlet that came with the bakeware that I mentioned earlier. Items 9 and 10 are some aluminum foil, those aluminum foil bakeware type items. I don't know what you call them exactly, but um, yeah, one's like a loaf pan that comes with a little plastic lid, and then the other one is like the big container where you would bake a casserole in. So those are items 9 and 10. Item number 11 is a packet lunchbox. I used to use this a lot, but since COVID hit and we were working from home, I've just never used it again. So it's literally just been collecting dust since 2020. Okay, now I actually got to add this up. So give me a moment. Items 12 through 24 is an assortment of expired seasonings or herbs that were taking up space in the pantry. And I've already checked the dates on them. We're looking at dates from 2021. I know, don't judge me. We weren't using these. I had other spices that I was using. Um, I guess I knew these were. I don't know. I, I don't know. All I know is that I checked the dates on these. It says 2021. I personally haven't touched these in I don't know how long because I had switched to a different brand of herbs, anyways, for my food and stuff to season my food when I cook. And this was just, yeah, I just never threw them away. They were literally just on the side of the pantry door. So, anyways, you guys, that is the 24 items for today's day 6 of the decluttering challenge. And I feel so good every day, not every day, but some days I'll start looking for things that I can add to my decluttering pile. And sometimes I'll get to the point I'll start thinking like, what am I going to add to this pile? Like I've already, like within the first 3 days, I think I got rid of like 85 pieces, different items. So I'm always like, what am I going to get rid of? And then in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, today is not the day for me to go through my journals. It's not the day for me to go through my planners. Like, no. And as soon as I'm thinking like, what am I going to get rid of or what can I add to my decluttering pile? I'll just end up walking around the house or looking at something, and then I'll just be like, oh yeah, that's there. This needs to be cleared out. So it's always it's always pretty interesting how some of this stuff is coming about, because as I've said before in some of the previous episodes, a lot of these items I haven't touched in years, which is ridiculous to be honest, but that's just the truth. But anyways, I feel so good about it. I hope you all are having such a great time on your own decluttering challenge. I'm feeling so light, so breezy, so I feel like I'm making such good progress. And each day I'm just really excited about it. About, what I'm going to get a chance to free up from my home space and either donate to someone else or retire it, and it goes in the trash can. But either way, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Flourish Right Now podcast. Have a great day.